Hey, Mr. Graham.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little more League Cup. Let it be known that Villa did score twice this week. They lost and drew, but, you know, they at least scored a couple goals finally.
That is true.
Yeah. And what's also funny is that the teams that are added to the Cup because of Europe, 2 of them are already out. Forest and fucking Villa. But Palace beat Millwall, so there you go. Let's start the show.
Born in the land of Bowie, Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. Punch you in the eye and drink your rye. Sam Houston.
Sam Houston?
Arsenal fans have another Sam. AKA the fucking Gooner Graham. Stump of a lord. Looks great in shorts. Sam Graham, hey.
Sam Graham.
Fucking United! Fucking United!
Hello and welcome to DU Does EFL, a brief biased recap of the rest of the EFL, or English football, as told by 2 common American schmucks. I am your host, Sam Houston, and across the way from me, really making it all about Arsenal this week. You kept going back to that well the whole damn first show. My co-host, Mr. Samuel Graham.
Well, it's an interesting point, right, of the way teams set up, you know, because one did it, obviously, in a much more attacking sense, and another one did it in a very much more defensive sense. Because Gravenberch and Marino...
Man U supporter. A drinking game suggestion. Big Sam makes a point. Graham makes it about fucking Arsenal. You're listening to the DU Football Show.
Gravenberch is a much more attacking-minded defensive person. Marino is not.
And, of course,
It's an interesting point, you cunt.
Of course, on the ones and twos, producer Mel, over there. And Mr. Graham, you know, just want to let you know, we're recording at DU Public House just outside the nation's capital. You can check us out wherever you get your podcasts. And, of course, streaming live every single Monday night. Should you want to chat with us, there's many ways that you can. Mr. Graham, tell the good people how they can get in touch.
It's at DU Football Show on all the social medias and DUFootballShow at gmail.com to get in touch via email.
It's hard to add the element of surprise when you two are giving me fucking nothing over here. Come on.
I gave you stuff.
Pep it up. Give me some energy, you two. Let's get. Do we need to do? Hold on. Do we need to take a quick pause? Everybody, look, keep on. We'll be ready to rock and roll. That's what we got to do.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind that. You know? My heart would mind. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Well, we are drinking the exact same shit we just did in the last show, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Championship Corner!
I've fallen, and I can't get up. Oh, no.
Boro still sit on top of the championship after beating West Brom on Friday night 2-1. Second place Stoke lost at QPR 1-0. Bristol, Leicester, Preston, and Coventry all round out the rest of the playoff spots currently.
I really hope Leicester fucks it off.
I tend to think they will. I think they're going to... They were already hanging on by a thread with their finances. I think this is really going to come fucking kick them in the teeth. I don't think they're going down, but I think they're in trouble.
The rest of those teams, I'd be perfectly happy with coming up.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen them either ever in the Premier League.
In a minute.
Or it's been a very long time, in
Yeah,
the case of Middlesbrough, for instance. So
Yeah,
I'd be
Boro,
completely
Stoke,
fine with that.
Those are a couple teams that have not been up in quite a while. That is for darn sure.
Yeah, Stoke could fuck off, though. I have a personal affinity against Stoke.
Because you always had a hard time doing it on a
cold, rainy night in
Stoke.
Cold, rainy Tuesday.
Yeah, you always had difficulty on those.
And they broke 2 of my players' legs.
Yeah. So after the
literally.
Yes, I know. After the South Coast Derby, both Pompey and Southampton lost.
Yeah.
And Pompey lost Wednesday.
Was it the first 0-0 in 90 years or whatever? Now, neither of them can get off the mark.
Yep. And then in a big one, Wrexham came back from being down 1-0 to beat Norwich 3-2. So good win on
Wrexham.
them.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I mean, the key for them is staying in the league, right?
Right.
Stay in the championship.
Yeah.
you're not going to get 5 promotions in a row or whatever it is. Whatever the number it is. It's not a thing. So stay in the league, solidify your place, and then press on from there. Because you have so many other commercial things going on, you can probably spend more money than most championship clubs. So just solidify your place, and then you can press on from there.
And the Blades still in dead last, still without a win, lost to newly promoted Charlton this weekend.
Bro, it's wild. I mean, Charlton traditionally are a championship club.
Yeah.
When we first started following the Premiership, Alan Kerbersley was their manager, and they were in the Premier League for a fair few years.
Yep.
Kind of lower table, lower mid, 12th to 15th kind of range. But they've fallen off and fallen back into their historical seat.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah.
So to see them kind of making some waves.
Recent years has been yo-yo between one and the championship, back and forth kind of.
I'd like to see them come back. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be fun to see them back up in the Prem for a year.
Yeah.
Now, the other interesting one was Blackburn and Ipswich Town got rained out. The field was just too waterlogged, and I put up a video in the closed group. As you know, video. When the fans always, like, when a team's really dominating a game and they're starting to pass around, they do the right? The ref is walking out of the pitch. You can see his feet sinking into the water. He takes the ball, and they're all going, and he rolls it, and it just stops. And he goes, picks it up and rolls it again.
And then he picks it up and drops it. And
just water shot up everywhere.
I love it.
So give it up to the supporters that showed up and at least had a laugh at what was going on.
It's so good.
Fucking brilliant.
Absolutely worth it.
In League One, the Posh got another win and now sits second from last.
Can I, real quick?
Yeah.
This is the same sort of rain, right? Where Blackburn's located. The same sort of rain that we saw at Manchester United Chelsea, right, at the weekend.
Yes.
This is the difference in budget and groundskeeping that we talked to our friend Ben Kay about a few times over the years. And hopefully we get to speak to him again at some point soon, kind of about these sorts of games, right? Because we saw this in Chelsea, Manchester United, obviously went through the game played. Blackburn haven't been in the Premier League for a long time.
All right, so like I said, Posh get another win. They sit second to last. Reading has also won their second game, a 2-1 win over the O's, which was their first league win over the O's since 1993. And so
but Reading were up. They weren't in the same league for a long time.
But they're also now out of the drop. So they're in 20th place. So they're out of the drop, and they're starting to show some signs, which is good. Hopefully,
where's Leyton Orient?
Leyton Orient's a few spots in front of them. I think like 17th, 18th right now.
All right, fine.
Yeah. I mean, Leyton Orient making the playoffs last year in League One was the anomaly. Normally, Leyton Orient
they're a steady League One club,
Yeah, they're normally bottom half of the table.
Make sure they're safe.
Yeah, well, of course.
The South's Accrington Stanley.
Exactly. Along with that, Bradford City beat Cardiff 3-1 to leap into first place. So they are now in first.
I like that a lot.
Stevenage, Lincoln, Cardiff, Huddersfield Town, and Barnsley round out the other playoff spots. Doncaster lost, so they're just outside of it right now.
I like Lincoln being in there. I like Stevenage being in there. I'd like to see both of them come back up to the championship. That'd be nice. Barnsley, Huddersfield I could live without, to be honest. They're still too recent memory.
Your favorite team still sits atop of League 2.
Fuck off.
With Gillingham.
Don't associate me with them.
Grimsby also lost to newly promoted out of the National League Barnet 3-0.
Why would you even mention that? That doesn't matter.
Well, because we talk about
Grimsby. It doesn't matter. They beat Manchester United this season.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what they do in the league, Sam.
And we'll get to what they did in the League Cup in just a moment
Grimsby
as well. Yeah.
Beat Manchester United this season.
Yes, they did.
They had Ruben Amorim on the Magnets.
Aki beat MK Dons 2-1.
Get in.
They are now in 18th place, sitting at 2-3-3.
I like it.
Just above them in 17th place is Tranmere, and they beat Wassel in a shootout 4-2.
All right, good.
Yeah.
And Tranmere, as we all know, is the first club of Liverpool.
Yeah, the only club in Liverpool, right? League Cup is this week, but there were 4 matches played last week because the teams that are playing in Europa would be played on Thursday, so they couldn't play this week. They had to play the prior week because last week all the Champions League teams were playing.
Correct.
Because they played on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
They did it was a big TV thing to make sure as much TV coverage of the Champions League was available as possible.
Yep.
At different times.
Yep. So we have Brentford beating Villa on penalties, but Villa did finally get a goal in that match. Palace beating Millwall on penalties, and that's one of the teams Palace beat last year on their way to winning the FA Cup. The important one, Grimsby whooped Sheffield Wednesday to advance. So League Two beating the Championship, now into the next round after beating Manchester United.
Basically League One, isn't it?
And as you were talking,
Wednesdays.
Yep.
Shit.
And then as you were talking about, Swans beating Forest with 2 extra time goals to win
That's right.
3-2.
Ange's little face after that. And it was, I think it was pissing down rain as well in that game. And his the way he beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Now I'm going to want you to read off the other games, but for our 2 clubs, Everton plays Wolves at Wolves on Tuesday, and Arsenal are at Port fucking Vale on Wednesday. So why don't you go ahead, Mr. Graham, and read off the other matches for the day.
I smell another Gabriel Martinelli goal. To be fair. You have Barnsley versus Brighton, Burnley versus Cardiff, Fulham versus Cambridge, Lincoln versus Chelsea. Lincoln's at home. It could be a banana
And
skin.
Lincoln's up in the top of their the standings right now. They're right up there near the top.
Could be a banana skin because we know the pitch always plays a part in these sorts of games, especially in the early stages.
Agreed.
Wigan versus Wickham, or Wycombe, as we affectionately love them. Wolves versus Everton. This is a big game, I think, for you. Wolves are at home. They need something.
They desperately need something. We're going to start.
You don't really need something.
And I guarantee you we're going to start like Anzu. We're probably going to start Dibbling. We're going to start Charlie Alcaraz. We're going to start our bench. We're going to do so. Those guys are going to get a chance to fucking prove something, which Alcaraz did in the first match of the League Cup.
Wrexham versus Reading and Liverpool versus Southampton.
By the way, Cardiff is beating Burnley. Cardiff is playing very, very well. Burnley does not need the League Cup. Cardiff beats Burnley.
Yep.
Cardiff definitely beats, because both of those teams were in the championship last year. They're familiar with each other. I think Cardiff wins that game.
On Wednesday, Huddersfield hosts Manchester City, Newcastle hosts Bradford, Tottenham hosts Doncaster, and Port Vale, obviously, as we've spoken about, host Arsenal.
I insist that you call Port Vale by their
Port
Christian-
fucking Vale.
Exactly. So
Arsenal win that. Tottenham win against Doncaster. Newcastle win against Bradford, rather.
Yeah.
And Huddersfield, again, lower league, not used to the surface.
yeah.
See what happens.
If
City have the quality, they're going to win, but Huddersfield could make it tough.
At best, Graham, there will only be 10 Premier League teams left in the League Cup.
Which is
At best.
great news.
Yeah.
Problem
Which
is,
I'd love
it's
to see a few more upsets.
The problem is it's the best 10.
Yeah, it's a lot of the real good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's the hard part.
yeah. Well,
And Thursday's just Europa League.
unfortunately, Spurs are gone, so that works out well.
Yeah. What does that suck?
United are gone, too, because they lost.
Because they also suck.
Well, no, because they faced the mighty Grimsby.
No, Tottenham aren't gone.
Yeah, they lost to Swan. No, that was Forrest who lost to Swan. Yeah.
It's Ange, the Ange effect.
Ange
You're
infection,
Nelson
sorry.
Mandela in this whole thing right now.
I totally am. I am.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So Spurs are the ones who I think have Lincoln. No, Chelsea have Lincoln, but Spurs have someone lower league as well.
Spurs have somebody.
I think they have Doncaster.
Well, I think they're on Wednesday because I don't see them there again. Yep, Doncaster.
Yeah, there we go.
But they're at home to Doncaster.
That helps them quite a
got
bit.
'em.
That helps them quite a
They
bit.
got them.
All right.
The great equalizer is the pitch, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you want. Is you want the bigger club pitted away from home.
Yeah.
Because you want that potato patch, like we saw Man City against Newport. Is the greatest example years and years ago.
You want them in a guest changing room that is a dirt floor.
Dirt
with
floor,
fucking
yeah, exactly.
wood
You want
benches.
these multi-millionaires that don't know what they're stepping into.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're just not going to get it in this one. So Spurs win.
Not one bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Sad.
That's going to wrap it up, Mr. Graham. Any parting words?
Nah.
All right.
I got nothing.
Well,
I really don't. They're this week's been quiet.
everybody watch the League Cup, you know?
It's something I could say. I can't say it, but there's something I could say.
All
I'm good.
right. Good
I'm not
enough.
going to say it.
All right, everybody. Next up is going to be injury time, where we're going to talk about our fantasy teams, the beers that we've been drinking, check in on our adopted club, and preview the upcoming weekend's action. Should you want to support the show, Mr. Graham, how do you go about doing that?
Patreon.com/DFootball Show. Just sign up to that $1 $5 tier, and you'll get all of our extra content. Sound check, injury time, everything Sam's done talked about there. And it's a lot of fun, and a bit more about us personally, which is always nice to get to know your podcast hosts.
Excellent. Till next week, everybody.
Guten Nacht.
Born in the land of Bowie, Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. Punch you in the eye and drink your rye. Sam Houston.
Sam Houston.
Arsenal fans have another Sam. AKA the fucking Gooner Graham. Stump of a lord. Look straight in shorts. Sam Grammy.
Sam Graham.
Fucking United! Fucking United!